Okay guys, we are live. बढ़िया. All right, just a minute. Hi Siblis, how are you? सोशल मीडिया ऐप में पोस्ट फंक्शन भी डाल देते हैं कि रियल पोस्ट डेटाबेस से शो हो. डेफिनेटली यार हम ट्राई करेंगे. एंड आई गेस मेरे कैमरा में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. मैं 1 मिनट फिक्स करके देखता हूँ. ओके, आई गेस अभी सही होगा. ऑलराइट, नाउ वी कैन कंटिन्यू. ऑलराइट. So hey everyone, this is me Harshal Jain aka Viraj, and today we will be continuing our project. So basically the part 1 of this Guess the Color game was covered on the same YouTube channel, Geeks for Geeks Development. So you can watch that previous video if you haven't. And basically we built a basic UI for the same project, and part 1 was mostly focused on the UI part, that is HTML and CSS. Today we are going to implement the JavaScript part. So now you can see that we got some random colors and we got a random color name here. So if anybody is playing this game, he or she must guess the color code, like what color matches this color code. Suppose if I click this, it's a wrong color. If I click this, it's a correct color. So if it's the correct color, it will reshuffle, it will reload. Okay, again it's a new color, and a color must match out of from these cards to this color code. So again, if I click on any other cards, suppose if I press this card, this card, this card, this is the correct one. So yeah, again it will reload. So this is a simple logic which we are going to build today, and part 1 was actually built on HTML and CSS, that is the UI part. Okay, so the final outcome will be something like this, and that's a really simple project. I agree, that's a really simple project, but it's for beginners only. And if you build these kind of projects, it will help you to build major projects, bigger projects, which use this kind of functionalities, these kind of logics. Okay, so this project is really important if you want to build better projects or better websites, applications, whatever you want. So some simple logics which require JavaScript can be built by this project. Okay, so this project basically uses random function, and then we are going to assign each color to these cards. You can see that all of them have separate colors. Mostly all of the times, in most of the times they might have separate colors, but I guess in some cases they might have similar colors. But what logic I have implemented is simply, you can see that any RGB color. Okay, I am taking RGB because it's the simplest and it's easiest to use as a logic. So you can see that it's made up of 3 different numbers. Okay, 3 different numbers, and the maximum possible range is around 225, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Okay, that's for white. So it's for 225, I forgot the exact number, but 225, 225, 225, and that's the maximum range. And we are actually going to randomize these numbers. Like, we are going to choose any number from 225 to 0, any number between that. So 219 is a number, another number can be 215, that's a random number, another number can be 101, that's a random number. Same is going to be chosen for all of these cards, random cards, and we'll get random colors. Okay, so if I try to just check this one, yeah, you can just search on any website like W3 School, Geeks or Geeks, any website. You can find this color code. Okay, I don't know in what website is it available, but I guess you might find it at Geeks for Geeks, or Yeah, 255, that's correct. Okay, so sorry, I forgot that. That's 255. So around 255 to 0, you can choose any random value, and three random values will be chosen and a random color will be generated. So that logic will be covered today, but I just gave an overview for that. Okay, so again, if I just show you that if I click on this one, that's a wrong color. If I click on this one, that's a wrong color. If I click on this one, that's a wrong color. Wrong color, again wrong. You can actually show a pop-up. I'm just using an alert because it doesn't require much hard work, that's why I used alert. Okay, so yeah, if I click the first card, it was correct. So that's the simple logic. And now one more thing I wanted to show you that here in the description you can find a link. You can find a link named as project building sessions coming up, register to our full stack bootcamp. That's provided by Geeks for Geeks. You can find a link after that. Just click on that link and it will actually take you to a page like this. Okay, it will take you to a page like this. You can see it's our practice.geeksforgeeks.org website, and this is our course, full stack bootcamp course. So just enroll this course and start this course, and you can see that the all of the theory part required for merge stack development is available here. So you can just check out this one. And the live sessions, you can see that live sessions are also available here. So previous hosted live sessions that were live on YouTube, okay, they were live on YouTube, so they have been posted here. You can see that they have been posted here. You can just watch them if you want for any kind of project. And few more are coming. You can see that on 21st January one is scheduled, and on 22nd January the part 2 of the weather API project is scheduled. So do watch this one, because this project happening on 21 and 22, it will be a Zoom session, and recorded will also be available definitely. But on Zoom you can see, you can watch me live doing this project, completing this project, and you can also ask all of your doubts. The link will be provided here only. Okay, so you can check out anytime. And just remember the date, 21st and 22nd January the session will be hosted here. Okay, so don't forget to check this page. Alright, so now we can continue. And one more thing, if you want day 1 source code, that is part 1 source code of JavaScript color game, so you can just simply visit my GitHub. Let me just share the link here. So you can just type github.com/viraj014. That's my GitHub profile, and I have shared the same profile link in the live chat. You can check out my profile, and don't forget to follow me here. Here we can see that in the repositories section, JavaScript JS color, guess the color repository is uploaded. So basically I uploaded it yesterday. So you can see that the source code is available here, and definitely today's part will also be uploaded here as day 2. But if in future you are watching this session and you don't find this repository, simply just search it here. Simply just search JS underscore guess. Okay, so you might find this guess the color, and simply just download the source code, or you can simply visit the source code from here only. Okay, so it's for your reference. You do whatever you want, copy paste or anything you want, that's up to you. All right, so now we can continue with our today's part. So let me just show you what's been covered till now. That is in part 1, what was covered till now. So simply I'll just open the code. So here's our code, and I'll just open it with VS Code. Okay, and yeah, this was our code. You can see that we applied CSS on the same page of our HTML, but you can apply the CSS on separate file, then import that here. Okay, but I'm not using a separate CSS because it becomes difficult in switching screens and switching files. That's why I'm using the simple traditional method to apply CSS on the same page, but after completion I'll apply that to a different page. Okay, so you can apply the CSS on a separate file, style.css, and then import the file using link tag here. Okay, and also we applied some logic for JavaScript. That is, if I press any card, it will call a function check answer, and then this answer check answer function will be called, and you can see that it's giving an alert wrong answer. That's the sample alert which I have given. So let me just start this one, and you can just start that one with open with live server. Okay, so just install the live server extension. If you haven't, just search here live server. Okay, this is the extension which I am using, and yeah, this was the extension. You have to install this one, and after that we got a logo here, go live, or you can just simply click here, open with live server. Okay, so it will start in any browser. You can see that this much was covered, and our task is to show random colors here, and one color matches with this code. Okay, that's our basic task. So now let's jump to our main task, and part 1 was covered with the UI part. So now implementing JavaScript. All right, so for implementing JavaScript we have to assign random colors. Just hear this carefully. We have to assign random colors to each of these cards. So for that, what we can do, we can simply assign separate IDs to these cards, and then we can assign random colors to each card. Okay, so for that we can simply assign separate IDs to each of these cards. We have 9 cards, so we have to create 9 different IDs for these cards. All right, so guys, for a few minutes I might not be seeing the live chat, so you can just comment or like share your doubts on the live chat. I'll just see that, watch that later. Okay, totally fine. Okay, so just now I said that we have to assign IDs. So for that, let me just remove this part first. Okay, right now I'm just removing this part because I am using an extension named as GitHub Copilot, so it will automatically suggest me further cards with the same divisions. So you can see we got the same division with card 2, same for card 3, card 4, card 5, card 6, card 5, card 6, card 7, card 8, card 9, and yeah, that's the last card. We are actually showing 9 different cards, 9 different boxes. Okay, so let me just split this so it becomes easier for you all to compare the code with the project. All right, so I guess it's enough and it's visible. Okay, I guess this much is enough, and let me just increase the font size so it's more easier to watch. Okay, now I guess we can continue. So just now I implemented different IDs to different cards. Okay, now we have to target these cards. So for that, what we can do is, first, or instead of this, instead of that, we can apply a different logic also. Okay, instead of this we can apply a different logic. So if I just remove these IDs, okay, if I just remove these IDs, we'll apply simple logic. Don't assign different IDs, because some of you might be showing 4 options, some of you might be showing 10 options, 20 options. So why assign IDs to each of these cards? For a simple approach, what we can do is simply just I can pass 0 here. Okay, that is the 0th card, and again we have to pass the same 1 card, and again we can pass the 2nd card, we can pass the 3rd card, and so on. Okay, so this might be confusing for a while, but I'll explain that. Just follow my steps. Okay, so again the same for the 8th card. It's not giving me suggestions right now. Yeah, again same for the 8th card, and again for the 9th card. Okay, this is our 9th card. All right, now all these cards have been made, and you can see that, okay, 8 was the last one, I'm sorry, 8 cards, 8, that is the 9 card. Okay, basically 0th card, 1st card, and total 9 cards have been assigned. So basically I am going to create an array of space 9, of size 9, starting from 0th index, 1st index, 2nd index, 3rd index. So basically what these numbers are going to point, they are going to point the 0th index, 1st index. I'm actually going to create an array of 9 cards. Okay, these 9 cards will be actually built using an array, and now I am going to apply that logic. So just right now I've just passed these numbers here. So let me just check what card is clicked. So for that you can simply write here whatever value is passed here will be applied here. So for that you can simply write, suppose I can write any variable card index. Okay, so these numbers 0 1 2 3 4 inside this function will actually be counted as the card index. Okay, card index. So I am going to apply card index here. So let's just check which card is pressed. So if I press on the 0th card, you can see that we got 0. First we got the first index, second on the second card. Okay, 3 this card, 4th this card, 5 this card. So just remember the indexing is starting from 0. So we covered 6th card, and then this one is the 7th card, then it's the 8th card, and this is the last 9th card. Okay, all of these cards have separate indexes now. Alright, this simple logic is implemented. Now we are going to generate random colors. So for that, let's target all of these cards. So for that, we have assigned classes to them. You could have assigned the IDs also, but I am going to show you a logic which will simply work for every case. Like if you have implemented the logic for 50 cards or 10 cards or 2 cards, the same logic can be implemented very easily with the class only. You don't need to assign any ID to it. Okay, so just watch this one, and now simply write where cards equals document. We have to target the card class. Okay, so I'll just target the card class by simply query selector all, and you can target all of these classes by just writing the class name, that is the card class. So basically all of these cards have been targeted. Now how to access this card? We'll simply access this card by its index, simply access this one by its index, simply access this one by its index. Okay, so I'm just showing you how we can access them, but right now just target these parameters first. Okay, so now I am also going to target the p tag. Okay, I have also targeted this p tag which contains the random color name. Okay, random answer name. You can see that we have the answer name, whatever the answer is. Suppose the answer is 23 and 110 and 103. Suppose this is the answer. Okay, so basically answer will be stored inside this p tag. So I have targeted this p tag. You could have assigned some class to it, no worries. Okay, again we are going to target I guess h1 is not required. So yeah, h1, what contains h1 is not required. H1 is a simple heading, so just skip that. After that we are going to create an empty array of color. I'm just creating this array, and I'll explain this later, but just create an empty array named as color. Okay, I'm using where. You could have used let also, no worries. Okay, so after this we can write where random. Okay, now I am going to create a random array of 9 numbers. Okay, so basically it will return any number from 0 to 9, that is from between 0 to 8. You can say that from 0 to 8. Okay, so I'll just assign this simple logic here. You can write simply, if you want any random number between 0 and 9, okay, any random number 1 2 3 5 7 8, simply assign this logic. I'll write math dot floor inside this. Basically floor simply converts the obtained number. Okay, and now I'll write math dot random. It will be a float number, and then it will be converted to a normal integer. Okay, so simply assign it with 9. Okay, because I want numbers between 0 to 9, that is 0 to 8. You can say that 8 and less than 8 will be returned. Okay, so you can check that every time. So if I just uh, alert the random function here. Okay, instead of that I can just print it here. So you can simply write console.log random. So now let's observe what's going to happen. So I'll inspect this, and console, and you can see we got 7. So if I just reload this, we got 0 4 5 2 1 4 2 5 1. So basically it will return every number, every integer between 0 and 9. matlab 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, not greater than 8, I mean not 9, okay, less than 9. So all of these answers are being printed. So basically we are going to use this logic later, but we created a random variable which will give us a random number for all the 9 cards. Okay, so basically it is for 9 cards, so that's why I have written 9. So 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, sixth index, seventh index, eighth index. Okay, so total 9 is assigned. So just write this one. I know some people might not get this logic, it will be used later on. So I have created a variable which will give me random color from 0 to 9, less than 9. Okay, less than 9. So after this we are also going to create a random color array. Okay, random color array. So this will also be created later on. Now just watch this one. Okay, watch this one. I am going to get a random color between 0 and 255. That is, if you want to get number between 0 to 8, you have written 9 here. Okay, so simply for getting numbers between 0 and 255 you have to use 256. So simply or any random number, any random number in RGB, you can see that maximum value is 255 comma 255 comma 255. That's the maximum value. Okay, so talking about the first number 255, 0 to 255, any number can be given here. Okay, second number 255, any number can be given here. Third one 255, any number can be given here. So suppose if I write where random color 1, okay, random color 1. So right now I'm just targeting this first, okay, this first number, any value 0 to 255. So for that we have to get values from 0 to 255. That is, we will write the same math floor math random and 256. Okay, we want values less than 256, right? That's why I have written 256. Okay, so any value from 0 to 255 will be returned by this random color 1. Again we got the second color, okay, second number. So we got the second number and it basically represents the same number from 0 to 255. Again random color 3, this will also be random, any random number from 0 to 255. So let's check what is it is going to return, and for that we can simply write random color 1 comma random color 2 comma random color 3. So you can see that we got three random colors, three random numbers. Basically it's a single color. We got three random numbers and it will all merge up to make a color like this. Okay, make a color, any RGB color like this, you know the format. So if I just refresh this, you got a separate set of colors. Okay, you got a separate set of colors. You can see that we got another color, we got another color, so and so on. Okay, so after this what you can do is, we have one color, we have one random color. You can see that it will make a one random color. So for building colors, random colors for 9 cards, we have to apply this 9 times. Okay, we have to apply this 9 times. So just simply use the same logic for rest 9 times. Okay, so for that we can simply write where random color 4 equals same random color 5, random color 6. So how many times? 3 into 9, that is 27 times. So we have to create these variables 27 times. You could have implemented a better logic if you want, and definitely any logic will work. You can see that I have applied the logic and some are repeated, so I'll just remove these, and you can see that we have applied this logic till 27. You can see that we have created 27 random numbers, and set of 3 will create a color. Okay, so basically this is a color, this is a color, another color can be random color 4 5 6, another color can be random color 7 8 9, another color can be 10 11 12, another color can be 13 14 15, another color can be 15 16 17, another color can be 19 20 21, and so on. Okay, so you can see that we got all of these 9 colors. You can see that we got 9 random colors. Okay, 9 random colors. So basically they will be implemented. Now we can use these colors. All right, so what I can do is simply I'll just pass these random colors, pass all of these variables to this array. Okay, I'll just pass all of these numbers, all of these random numbers from 0 to 255 to an array. So what I can do is simply I'll write random color dot push, dot push. To push anything to an array, you can simply write dot push. We created an empty array here. You can see that we created an empty array here, and we are going to pass all of these numbers, all of these numbers. I printed these numbers here. You can see we got 27 numbers, that is for the 9 cards. We got 27 numbers, 9 3 is 27. Okay, 3 for each card. So for that we can simply pass these to our random color array. So for that we can simply write random color 1, random color 2, random color 4 5 6, and so on. Okay, it's taking a bit time. Random color 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. Come on. Okay, and last one. Okay, so all of these colors have been passed to this array. You can see that this array contains all of these colors. So let me just print this array so it will give us an idea. So you can see that all of these numbers have been passed to an array. So every time you refresh them, you got all of these 27 numbers. Okay, all of these 27 numbers. Just remember, no number will exceed 255. Okay, that is less than 256. All of these numbers will be less than 256, 0 to 255. All right, so yeah, all of these numbers are being stored in this array. Now we can use this array. Okay, now we can use this array. So I'll just comment this out, and for that we can create a set of 3 and pass them to individual cards. Okay, so for that we can write for where I equals 0, I less than card's length. So card's length is basically 9. Okay, I told you that we have assigned 9 cards, so card's length is basically 9, and then I am going to increment this for loop. So that's a simple for loop which will run from 0 to 8. That is, card's length is 9. We can see that we have 9 cards here. We can see that we have 9 cards here. 9 card classes are being used. Okay, you can see 9 card classes are being used, and we have stored it as cards variable. Stored it as cards variable. So yeah, we have targeted this cards variable, and we have taken out its length. A for loop will run from 0 to 8. That is, its length is 9, so it will run from 0 to 8. Okay, so after this, simply print. I am going to print something, so just watch this one. So I'll write console.log, and you can simply write inverted commas RGB. Okay, and then you can write brackets plus random color I, that is 0th color, that is this one, that is this one. This is in the 0th index of random color array, right? So this color will be printed, this number will be printed. Again, after this, same, I can write a comma. Okay, again you have to print another number that is in the first index. So I can write random color I plus 1. Okay, that is in the first index. Again you have to apply the same logic for the second one. Okay, that is in the second index, random color 3. So for that we can write random color random color 3, random color 3. Okay, so you can see that we have printed them, and after that after that let's just save this. Okay, so you can see that we got these colors, so for that, for getting new colors, I can simply change them to I equals, or instead of that, every time I is being used, so you can say that I is going to be incremented by 3, so I plus equals 3. Okay, now it's going to share me random colors here. Okay, you can see that we got random colors here, but it's not working. So for 2, you got random colors here. Okay, you got random colors here, and okay, what we can do is simply just increment I by 1. Okay, so it will give me random colors every time, so if I just refresh them, 1 minute. Okay, so actually it was too much load for the PC, so I'll just try that again. I might have missed the source code, so if I just open that again with live server, so I guess now it's working fine. Let's check in the console. Yeah, you can see that we got 9 random colors after this. So this for loop will actually run 9 times, and it will give us 9 random colors. Okay, so it gave us 9 random colors. Now it will become really easy for us. So for that, you can simply do one thing: push these colors as a background color to these cards. So for that, you can simply write color dot, before that we can do one more thing: cards I. Okay, that is whatever card we are in. Initially we will be in the zeroth card, okay, zeroth card is this one, first card is this one, second card is this one, and so on. So in the zeroth card we are going to pass this color, in the first card we are going to pass the second color. Okay, that is whatever color comes after this as a random color. So I'll just copy this, i'll just I'll just copy this first, copy, and what I can do is simply change the background color of individual cards. So you can write style dot background color. Okay, and as a background color you have to pass these colors. So you can see we got 9 random colors after that, okay, and let me just close this dev tools so it becomes more visible to you all. We got 9 random colors, so if I just reload them, you can see that it will bring me 9 random colors every time. So you can apply better logic, definitely better logics can be implemented after that. I guess not all of them are required, so you can say maximum 10 or 12 colors are required. Okay, 10, I guess 10 or 12 colors are required for 9 iterations. For example, it will actually use 0 1 2. So suppose it's in the 9th iteration, it will use i's value can be 8 9 10. So for this case, for this particular case, I guess not more colors are required. Okay, so if it's in 9, so random color 11 will be required. That's it. So I guess it works fine, and you can see that we got colors every time. So basically what I said was that initially all three colors will be targeted, that is for the zeroth card, this one. Okay, this is the zeroth card. These 3 random values will be passed as a color for this card. Again, for the first card, these 3 values will be passed. These 3 values will be passed for this card. And again for the second card, these three values will be passed. That is for this one, these three values will be passed. Okay, again for the next one, next values will be passed, and so on. Okay, so that's how three values will be passed, and I is incremented every time. First these three values, then I is incremented these three values, then again I is incremented these three values, then again I is incremented these three values, and so on. Okay, so you can see that this logic will be covered from 0 to 8, and it will actually target all of these colors from 0 to 11. Okay, that is in the last iteration it will be in random color 9. Okay, in first iteration i's value is random color 1, in second iteration i's value is random color 2. Okay, so in the last iteration i's value is random color 9, I plus 1 is random color 10, I plus 2 is random color 11. So that's how these colors are generated. I hope this logic is clear, but if you have any doubts you can still ask me. All right, I hope this is clear, but if you have any doubts you can definitely ask me. And I can do one more thing, I can store these colors in an array. We have created an array named as color, so we can store these colors generated in this array. So for that we can simply write color dot push. Okay, we have created an array named as color, and I am going to push all of these colors. Okay, I am going to push all of these colors. So if I try to print these console dot log color, okay, this is an array which I created as an empty array, and then you can see, okay, just a minute, console, you can see that this array is printed. This array stores all of these colors, all of these colors. Okay, all the colors are present here. So that's how our project is working, and you can see that these are also not required. I guess 11 till 11. Okay, till 11 it is required, so you can just store 11 values only. Okay, you can apply a better logic, definitely a better logic can be applied. We could have created a function which would have returned every time random values, and those random values will be provided here. Okay, but I thought that it's an easier approach, and it will become less difficult to understand. So we created 11 random colors. Okay, random 11 were only required. I told you why. Okay, 3 each time. You can see that 3 are required at first, then again next 3 are required, then I is incremented, then again these 3 are required, and so on. So that's why for the last iteration these 3 will be required for this for loop. Okay, and all these 3 values will be stored where, will be stored where will be stored, actually they will be stored inside this background color of each card. Okay, so each background will store the random color, random color generated, and we have applied the same logic to this color array. We have pushed the background color obtained. Okay, so we passed this RGB color to background of all the cards. Okay, and for that particular card we have pushed the same color to the color array. Okay, so the color array is printed, and you can see that we got all the colors, all the 9 colors. Okay, so yeah, it's working pretty fine, and you can see that it's returning random colors each time. Okay, so let me give you a more clear understanding. So for that we can simply um, okay, just let it be. I'll just complete this, and then I'll explain this again. Okay, so after this we can target this p tag, we can target this p tag. I'll just close this one. We can target this p tag. It's right now it's not showing any color, so I'll just remove this. Okay, I'll just remove this so it becomes easier. So you can see right now it's not showing any color, but I have to pick any color from all these 9 colors as an answer for this. Okay, as an answer. So for that I have created the color array, and I have all my colors. Okay, I have all these 9 colors inside this color array, right? So one of the color, random color, must be the answer. So for that we can simply write p dot text content, and I have to choose any random color. So right now I'm just choosing the 0th color, 0th index of this color array. So if I just check the answer. Suppose if I check answer as, you can see that we got the color name. By the way, you can see that we got a color name. Whatever will be in the 0th index of color array will be printed here. Okay, you can see that we got the color array and it's basically pointing towards the 0th color. Okay, whatever the 0th color is will be shown here. All right, so let's check first. Let's check the answer. So suppose if I write, if color card index, okay, whatever card is clicked, suppose if I clicked on the 0th card, so I have clicked on the 0th index of this color array, right? 0th index of the color array. So 0th index of the color array will be targeted, and if it matches with the text content of our p tag, that's the answer. Okay, if it matches the p tag of the text content of the p tag, then it's the correct answer, else it's the wrong answer. Okay, so if I click on this, it's the wrong answer. Okay, but if I click on this, it's the right answer. Again, let me just reload this. So what I can write here is, every time it's a correct answer, just reload the window. So if I click on this, you can see that it's the correct answer, it's reloaded. We can see it's the correct answer, it's reloaded. But you can see that, you can clearly observe that the correct answer always is 0. Okay, that is the first card. So how can we apply a random answer to it? Okay, randomize it. So for that we have created the random variable here, which contains values from 0 to 8 index. Okay, 0 to 8 index, that is less than 9. So for that we can simply use this variable. Okay, this variable has some value from 0 to 8. Okay, so we can store that here. So I can write random. Okay, so any random value from the color array first will be stored inside this p text content. That is, any random value is chosen. Suppose this was chosen, so you can see that 186 113 62 is chosen. Now we can see that if I click on this one, it's the wrong answer. If I click on this one, it's the wrong answer. Click on this one, this is the wrong answer. This one wrong answer, this one wrong answer, this one correct answer. Okay, so last time that was the answer. Okay, 6th card was the answer. Now again if I try this one, that's the correct answer. If I click on this one, that's the wrong answer, that's the wrong answer, that's the correct answer. So every time it's giving me random correct answers, random places for correct answers. Okay, so you can clearly see that whatever color is this, suppose if I copy this color, to check the answer you can just copy this, or you can do one more thing, style background colors. You can assign background colors also. So I guess it matches this. Okay, it's still difficult to choose, but yeah, it's the correct answer. So again you can see that this is the correct answer. Again you can see that this is the correct answer. Again if I click on this one, this is the correct answer. Again if I click on this one, this is the correct answer. So now you might be able to guess the color more properly. This is for your own convenience. If you don't want this one, it will directly show a black color, because I have assigned a black color to the CSS part. You can see that the p tag has a black background color, grayish background color. But for showing the answer, for making the game more easier, you have just applied the background color to the p tag. Okay, so it will be shown in the background also. So if I click on this, it's the correct answer. If I click on red, it's the correct answer. So you can see that our logic is working pretty fine. Okay, now it became difficult, it's the correct answer. Again if you click this, it's the correct answer. So our game is completed, and you can see that it's working awesome. Okay, so you can see that it's really working fine, and you can apply a different logic to the same code. Definitely you can apply the different logic to the same code, but this project is solely for beginners. So I have used a beginner approach. That is, I have created 11 random values. Okay, if you have created less cards, less values will be required. Okay, by the same logic, 3 at a time. Okay, 3 at a time and incrementing by 1, 3 at a time incrementing by 1, 3 at a time incrementing by 1. The same logic, because this for loop uses 0 to 8. Okay, that is, it will run 9 times, and then it will use 3 at a time by incrementing by 1. Okay, that's why I have implemented this. All right, so I hope you like this project and this project is completed. But if you have any queries, I know it might become a little complicated, difficult to understand for some of people. Definitely as a beginner it's difficult, but trust me, if you build the logic on your own, you can see that it's not much difficult. Okay, you can see that it's somewhat difficult, but after building the logic you can see that yeah, it was okay, it was good. All right, so if you have any doubts, any queries regarding this project, you can just comment below on the live chat, or you can comment on this video, or you can contact me somewhere on Instagram. Okay, so for that you can check my Instagram profile. This is my Instagram profile at the rate Harshal underscore 3011. Somebody was asking in the last video, what is your Instagram profile? I replied, by the way, that this is my Instagram profile, but I don't know. Some people might not be able to see my screen. It's pretty visible, I guess, but let it be. All right, so you can contact me here anytime. And one more thing, the source code will be uploaded here. The source code will be uploaded here, JS guess the color repository. Okay, so for that I'll just share the source code first. So I'll write git add git commit m day 2. Okay, and then I'll just push the source code. So yeah, I have uploaded the source code, and if I just reload this one, you can see that day 2 is uploaded. Acha, one more thing, I'll just separate the JavaScript and CSS also. So for that we can simply write, I can create two files here, style.css, and again you can write script.js. So apply the CSS. I'll just shift the CSS to that page. Okay, just copy this one, copy and paste, and remove the style tags. Go to upward and remove the style tags. Okay, so yeah, the style is pasted here, and what I can do is I can link the style here. So just write the link tag, and you can just write the path of your style sheet here. Okay, so our CSS is shifted, and you can see that code is still working properly. Okay, it's working properly. And after that you can apply the same logic to the JavaScript. Just cut this part and paste it here, and just see that you haven't missed anything. After that you can write the path here. Yeah, now it's fine. And yeah, you have to write the src equals script.js. All right, so yeah, you have written the path here, and it will automatically connect with this JavaScript. And after this, let's check that is it working. If I just click here, yeah, it's working. And if you click on any color like this, yeah, correct answer, wrong answer, correct answer, and what matches with this one, yeah, this one, correct answer. So that's our logic. Okay, so let me just upload the source code again. Git add git commit git push. Okay, so yeah, the source code is uploaded in my GitHub repository, and I'll just share that to the live chat. All right, so just go through this project and try to understand the logic. If you haven't understood the logic, just re-watch this video, and definitely it will help you. If you have any doubts, my Instagram profile is mentioned here. Contact me, and definitely I'll help you with that. Okay, so at last I want to again show you the practice page, practice.geeksforgeeks.org page. So you can just visit this page, and you can see that all of these projects are available here. I wanted to show you our free full stack bootcamp project. So for that you can visit the link provided in the comment section, sorry, in the description. So you can read the line project building sessions coming up, register to our full stack bootcamp course for free, and the link has been provided after that. So just click on that link, and it will take you to this page. Okay, so this page is basically full stack bootcamp course. And if you don't find the link, you can definitely go to the courses section. just go to the courses section and then in the web development section, and you can see that we have full stack bootcamp card here. So you can see that we have the course, and just start and enroll this course. All of the theory part is available here, and here we can see that the an upcoming project is scheduled here, named as Let's Build a Real-Time Weather App Using JavaScript and Weather API, Part 1 and Part 2. That is on 21st January and 22nd January. It will be hosted by me. I'll complete this project, and definitely it will be hosted here in as a Zoom meeting, and recordings are available here. You can see that previous recordings are available here. If you have missed any videos, you can just check them, and definitely it will help you a lot, and upcoming videos will be here. Okay, so the next project will be tic-tac-toe project, and that will be uploaded on YouTube, that is Geeks for Geeks development channel. But on 21st January and 22nd January specifically, there will be two Zoom sessions, and they will be hosted here. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and comment below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Tab tak ke liye, have a good day. Bye bye.